Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Tuesday, the 5th of April 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we bring you the 5 news items that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the Reserve Bank of Australia board met this morning and in its communique following the get-together, it dropped any reference to being patient about waiting to lift interest rates. While it kept the official cash rate at 0.1%, many economists now believe the central bank will lift the cash rate in June. That'd be the first time in 12 years. It had an immediate impact on markets. The Aussie dollar pushed beyond 76 US cents for the first time in 9 months. Bond yields rose and the local share market, which had been having a pretty strong day, fell back to close at 7,528 points. Still up 0.2% for the day, but not quite as good as it looked like earlier on. Story number 2. The decks have been cleared for Prime Minister Scott Morrison to call an election after the New South Wales Court of Appeal refused to overturn the selection of 3 candidates in New South Wales by the Liberal Party in response to a lawsuit filed by State Executive Member Matthew Kamenzuli. The pre-selections of Environment Minister Susan Ley, Immigration Minister Alex Hawke and backbencher Trent Zimmerman can therefore go ahead. The election must be called in the next 12 days. Last time around, Mr Morrison called it on a Thursday, which is a bit unusual because normally pollies call it to suit the high-rating Sunday night news bulletins. Anyway, some point in the next couple of days, we'll know when the election is. Story number 3 comes from the world of takeovers. IGO Group's hope of acquiring nickel miner Western Areas has been dealt a blow after the independent expert assessing the $1.1 billion valuation on the deal found it wasn't a fair price. The flow-on is that it is not in the best interests of Western Areas shareholders to accept the bid. That's according to the expert. IGO's share price dropped nearly 3% today. Staying in the same area, Woolworths Holdings of South Africa, which owns David Jones in Australia, denied reports it was trying to offload the department store. The South African group bought DJs in 2014 for $2.1 billion, but would be unlikely to get anything like that if it sold it right now. In any case, a spokesperson from David Jones said DJs wasn't up for sale. Story number 4. Temperatures will push past target levels unless greenhouse gas emissions fall faster than countries have committed, according to a new report by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said the report revealed a litany of broken climate promises by governments and corporations, accusing them of stoking global warming by clinging to harmful fossil fuels. Governments agreed in the 2015 Paris Accord to keep global warming well below 2 degrees this century, ideally no more than 1.5 degrees. However, temperatures have already increased by more than 1.1 degree since pre-industrial times, resulting in measurable increases in disasters such as flash floods, extreme heat, more intense hurricanes, and longer burning bushfires. And story number 5. Look, I'm not quite sure whether this fits into one of the 5 business stories you need to know today, but the previous 4 have been pretty heavy, so let's digress. Scientists from the University of Oxford and Karolinska Institute in Stockholm have found that vanilla is the world's favourite scent. The experts took 10 scents spanning the entire sphere of worldly odours, apparently, and presented them to 235 people from 9 different cultures, according to the Telegraph of London. Apparently, the scents represented all the odours found in the world. Not sure how that works, but I'm going with it. Vanilla came out as number 1. Then, in order, peaches, lavender, cloves, and rose. Number 10 on the list, sweaty feet. That's it for the afternoon report for Tuesday, the 5th of April 2022. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning for the Wednesday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.